Hey guys, today we're going to talk about our beautiful oceans off the east coast of Florida. So imagine going out to the beautiful oceans to see and be in a clean environment, and all you see is just trash. Trash here, trash there, trash around a bird's neck or in a bird's beak. It's honestly sad and disgusting how people take care of our oceans nowadays. We're really just destroying them. Um, Honestly, I was just back in the Keys. I got back home Sunday and we did some fishing and we found shoes, buckets, trash, every anything and everything you can imagine we found out there. Found wood, stuff that falls off ships, other boats, or even just washed up from the shore. We found bags. Sea turtles will eat Publix bags and it will kill them. Um, and we probably went 30, 35 miles offshore. We were mahi fishing. So imagine what little ground we really covered compared to the whole entire ocean. I mean, that's just off the little piece of the Keys. That's sorry, I didn't mention that. That's where I just came from, was the Keys. So what about off West Palm Beach, Jupiter, Pompano, St. Augustine? There's a lot more ocean to be covered with a lot more trash. Um, The pollution that runs off from our shore and land into the ocean makes it more dirty. It kills reef, fish, sea turtles, and birds. Um, I really think that we should be holding each other responsible for this. There's no reason why we should let another human, I'm not saying like do anything physically, but like uphold them to a standard. Be like, yell at them, be like, hey, pick up your trash. Let's not be lazy. Just throw it in the trash can. There's a trash can 50 yards away. Go walk to it. Go throw it away. There's no reason to just, oh, here's this in the ocean. Or if you're on a boat, let some fly out the back like a water bottle. I saw a bunch of water bottles too. And not just spin back and go pick it up. It literally takes 30 seconds to go do. And then you're back out fishing or whatever you're doing. Um, yes. We do have pipes that run out from our land into the ocean way out there that does dump like all the human feces. Uh, so that does dirty up the ocean. I don't think it plays a huge part into everything that's going on, but I feel like it definitely has some impact. You're emptying everyone's feces out into the ocean, it's going to do something. The other big thing I really think we should get rid of is those drift boat fishing charters. There's these big boats that hold like 15 to 30 people, and they all have fishing lines, and they drift over these beautiful reefs, and every barely legal sized fish, bam, that's on the boat, people are keeping it. When you're doing that, the boat's so big and so is the reef. Any fish that's on that reef is most likely going to bite your bait, especially when you have 30 baits hanging in front of its face. And if it's barely legal, bam, it's in the ice box. It's honestly destroying our fisheries and reefs. I really think we need to get rid of it. I think it's horrible. Um, yeah, I've seen birds with trash in their mouth with my own eyes. Uh, Fish. I've actually seen fish. Uh, yeah, it's really bad. I've seen trash in the reefs and stuff, especially depending on how the current's moving. Um, yeah, I mean, I just think those drift boats are the worst thing. I don't know why they're legal, but they are. And I also think that we need to include a little bit harsher of punishment for littering in our oceans. I think instead of it just being like a $200 fine, maybe up it to $500. No jail time, unless it's something crazy. Like earlier this year, we had kids. I was watching on YouTube. They were coming back. I believe it was the Boynton Inlet. I could be wrong. They're coming back and underage drinkers, and they just had this bucket of just beer cans, and they're just emptying out of the ocean, thinking they want to get caught. Well, a lot of people got on video. FWC saw it, and they got in a lot of trouble. That I feel like deserves some jail time. But definitely we need to up the fines to I'd probably say $500, if not a bit more. Just try and make it a bit more impactful when people litter. Obviously, not everyone does it on purpose. There are some where it's by accident and you don't ever even realize, which sucks. But there are cases like that. I do think that we should change the fishing laws a little bit, make the bag limit smaller, make the legal size bigger, and I really think within maybe like for mahi too, shut the fisheries down for 1 to 2 years, 100%. Just shut them down. The issue is with all this is the commercial fishermen, because they do rely on this for their livelihood. So maybe work out something with the commercial guys where they can keep doing it, but all the recreational fishermen just cut mahi out, all the fish, make the bag limit smaller, make the legal size bigger on the fish, and I really think within 1 to 2 years we will see a major difference. I don't think we'll ever get our fisheries back to what it used to 60 years ago or even 30 years ago, but maybe just kind of start that process to make it better. Honestly, there are no negative impacts on this. It's all positive. You're cleaning out the oceans, you're making it better. The fisheries will get better if we change our ways. But if we don't change our ways, they're only gonna get worse. Like between myself, my friends have been fishing our whole lives, family members, even other guys I've talked to in the store or whatever, they all say over time they've just seen the fisheries just die off, and it's really sad to see, honestly, because young kids now aren't getting the same experience I had or my friends had growing up, where you're catching nice sized fish, so you're catching dinks, and it's not like I'm a bad fisherman, but but a lot of other people in this water, they're not catching anything, or they're also catching dinks. You're not catching a 50-pound bull dolphin. But yes, I really think that we need to up the fine for littering, get rid of the big drift boat charters, and change our legal laws on our fish to renew our fisheries once more. That would be all. So have a good day.